Make a towel, monk.
Hey guys. Sorry, I'm a bit sickly. Got the flu. I'm still gonna crank out a quick short video about the Women's March in New York City. I find it really amazing how stupid these women are and how they're actually marching for whore power. It's not enough that we give women everything, but our society now has to extend that even to whores. The whores! Or how does T-pop say it? The whores. Yeah. I actually support legalization of prostitution because one of the things you realize as you travel is that everywhere else in the fucking world they have access to whores legally. Everywhere. Europe, Spain. Alright, Italy's a tough boat, but all you gotta do is get over to Germany or Spain. If you're in the UK, where things are slightly restricted, you just gotta take a quick, $40 flight to Amsterdam. And by the way, how come they can fly from Great Britain to Amsterdam for 40 or 60 bucks? But if I want to take a 3-hour flight from Texas to Guatemala, I gotta shell out $850 freaking dollars. I think it's all part of keeping Americans as slaves. We aren't allowed to travel easily. It's a 3-hour flight, you bastards. Alright, I digress. Whores. I can't remember how T-pop says it. Yeah, we should have legal prostitution, because it makes getting married even more ridiculous. Plus, they get tested, they're clean. That's more than you can say at those slags at the discos. You know, you don't know what kind of green fur you're gonna get on your schlong if you put it in one of those disco slags. So I see that here in my city, all these 18, 19-year-old girls walking down the streets, with their snatches smelling like chlamydia. Got little things jumping off them, little bugs. I don't know, it's not very attractive to me. And yeah, I think the more you learn about what grows in those things, the further away you want to stay, if you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying. It's my very, very bad Bill Burr impersonation. Forgive me. And then, if you look at the Women's March, you know, what is it about these soy boys? The soy boys that are everywhere. These are like guys that look like they don't have a fucking drop of testosterone in their nuts. The hell's wrong? What the hell happened to them? And you know what? I personally think we need more fucking war. We need real war on our soil. We need the Chinese landing with bayonets, and they'll just like skewer all the soy boys, you know, in a matter of minutes. And what's hilarious is, you know, that when the Chinese land, the Mexicans are going to make burritos for them. They don't give a fuck. They're like, oh, we sell the tacos to the gringos. It doesn't matter. They don't care who's here, who rules. They'll still mow lawns. You know, they'll still make tacos. The world's not going to change for them. So the Chinese are going to land. They're going to encounter like 1 million soy boys. They're all going to get bayoneted. Probably get turned into hamburger to feed to the rest of the Chinese. And that's it. That's it. So seeing these soy boys is a very scary statement of our country. It's definitely something gone horribly wrong. I think it's just a sign that we've been in this coddled state for too long. Our nuclear power has kept us coddled. It's coddled. Now there's nothing left. There's no more cream. It's all coddled. And we're stuck with soy boys. Hey, did anybody else see Miggy's biceps? Holy shit. They're bigger than Cantu's. Jesus, tits. I gotta get myself in shape. I'm a fatty. I'm working on it. I'm doing my best. I'm living with this American diet, which is a pile of shit. The American healthcare system is a pile of shit also. I just got my healthcare statement. It says, oh, well, we revised your deductible. It's gone from $100 to $4,500. And if you see anyone besides your primary care doctor, it all comes out of your deductible, which means I can't fucking see anybody unless I pay 100% of it. It's real fucking good. I just want out. I want out. I want out. I just want to escape. I want to get out of this country before I end up homeless and dead. That's basically it. I don't believe in America anymore. I don't know if you know that, but I don't. I tried to believe in America. I did everything I was told to do. I busted my ass. I had delivered great work, and every job that I delivered the whole fucking enchilada to them and handed it to them on a plate. They said, great, thanks, you've done all the hard work, now you're fucking fired, get out of here, we're going to hire 7 Indians, fuck you. And shit on me and slap me in the face, nobody gave a fuck. Nobody gave a fuck. Or like I do a really good job for people, and then I'd call them back, it's like, do you guys need any more work? They'd be like, nope, no thank you, we've got some Indians now, fuck you. Yeah. It's a real fucking great country we've got here. Has Trump does anything to stop the Indian invasion? No. Anyways, back to the Women's March. I think it's good that they're getting uppity. What do they have to march for? I guess they want a female president. You know, what else? They're marching for reproductive rights? They already have it. They already have everything. They've got, free abortions nearly everywhere. I know the blacks get the abortions for free. And, birth control is cheap and plentiful. They get to treat men like shit, and they get everything in the divorce. What's the big fucking deal? Well, what do they have to march for? This is my question. Are they marching for equality? They already have equality. Are they marching to get out of the kitchen barefoot and pregnant? They're already out of the kitchen. In the old days, women would have 5 to 8 children. They would, wash all the clothes, take all the clothes down to the pond with their, clothing saw and scrub them out by hand. Then they'd hang them to dry. Then they'd dig up potatoes, butcher a chicken, pluck the feathers off, and cook a fucking meal. That was the old days, when women were too busy to spend all their time thinking about the next monkey branching guy. Now, you get married, it's just all idle time. They're just free. They're just like, put the TV dinner in for you. Let's get takeout. Let's get Chinese. It's really hard to dial the number. So that's the new America. And the women are still marching. The Wimminz, they're always going to be marching. It's never going to stop. As long as there are soy boys, there's going to be women's marches. Because women are going to feel entitled to absolutely fucking everything, which is ridiculous. The basic plan of women in America is to sling a lot of dick all through their 20s, and then find a dumb beta cuck, marry him, have 2 kids, the minimum's 2 because you need like a backup. And they'll do it by cesarean. They aren't even going to waste the effort to, shit the turd out. And then, 5 years later, let's hit the divorce courts. They've got their Chad. And then they get to live in the big house that the man spent all of his hard life working and building and fixing and making nice for the woman. I was watching this Jordan Peterson fuck. Have you guys heard this prick? He annoys me almost as much as fucking Molyneux does. Molyneux's just a pompous ass. I can kind of deal with Molyneux in small doses. But this Peterson fuck, he's an actual professor. He's a professor of psychology dipshitism. He's a fucking turd. He's like, oh, well, I'm sorry I called the MGTOW people, insufferable lard asses, or whatever he called them. It's like, yeah, I guess, well, they have a point that, you get married and they take everything in divorce court and men's lives are destroyed, but that doesn't matter because, the Wimminz, gotta stick up for the Wimminz. Of course he's married. He's like, oh, well, you don't want to live alone. How can you live alone? Well, maybe living alone is better than dealing with that fucking bullshit. How about that? Oh, they're just old, bitter, broken men. That's all they are. They're just old, bitter, and broken. Well, you know what? Maybe they're just smart. Maybe they're smart enough to see through the game, the programming, the bullshit. And what's the white American replacement rate? 1.4? So it doesn't matter. It's 20, 30 years. Society is just going to fall apart because there's no one to pay the Social Security. There's no one to pay the welfare. All this is coming to an end in 20 years. I don't care what the crap happens. Unless there's a major political reversal and we start, getting our shit together. Either that or we have the surrogates in India popping out babies by the tens of thousands, which I don't think is going to happen, but it could happen. You never know. So the Wimminz are marching, the soy boys are clapping and looking faggy, and they don't even know they're fags, but they are. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Go shtup some shithole, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me what they do. I'm just saying what they look like. They got their pink hats, their little furry sweaters on. Not exactly the most masculine people to fight the Chinese when they land. I don't think a furry pink sweater is going to last too long against 20 Chinese guys with machine guns. But we'll see. They might be able to keep Portland for a few months at least. And the great thing about the Chinese invasion is they'll just come over. They'll come over and it's like they'll just blend in because there's already so many fucking Chinese here, right? So they'll just come over and we'll have lots of Chinese people. It's like we won't even notice. I mean, they already own Long Beach Harbor. So they can bring all their boats in. Nobody will suspect anything. Yeah, this boat's got kind of a lot of machine guns and rocket launchers. Oh, it's the new Chinese imports? Okay. And we don't charge any tariffs on the Chinese. Trump was going to change that. I guess he's got cold feet on that, or he's pussy whipped by Ivanka. Ivanka. I think if you rearrange the letters to Ivanka, it says fuck. Somehow, I don't know how that works, but I think it does. So, got the Wimminz. They're marching. They're never happy. They're never satisfied. You really want to marry one of those? Yeah, they're going to seem nice and cuddly and cute, kind of like a baby Doberman pinscher. Give them about 5 years, they'll bite your freaking arm off. You'll be feeding them Albo, down be throwing it at them like a softball because they're so vicious you can't get near them. Anyways, that's my little talk for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the dumb up thumb me. I'm going to coin that term. That's my term. Up thumb me. Hit the bell. Ding the bell. Ding the bell or go to hell. And then if you like this channel, support it. Become a Patreon. We've got special shit for Patreons. I don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be amazing. So look for the link in the description and toss a shekel. Monk out.